This is my review of the Brother Work Smart MFC-J1360DW. In this review, I'll talk about the pros, the cons, we'll check the print quality, and I will also compare this model to other similarly priced printer. So let's get started right away with the positive side. So the first thing I like about this printer is that you are able to print on both sides of the paper, which will make you save some sheets of paper. For a printer that is around $100, this feature is not always included, so I was quite surprised to see it here. Another positive side is that this printer has an automatic document feeder. You can insert over here up to 20 pages at the same time. So you just have to glide them over here and the printer will scan them one by one. This is a nice feature, but you also have a basic scanner if you prefer scanning page by page. Another thing that is great about this printer is that it's quite a compact design. And the best part about it is that the paper input is located right over here. It doesn't take more space. And since this is located under the printer, okay, and it opens like a drawer, it can take up to 150 sheets of paper over here. So you won't have to refill it often. This printer is compatible with iPhone, Android, PC, and Mac computer, and even Linux. I really appreciated using the Brother Mobile Connect app. It's easy and straight to the point. So this is the main screen. You get your printer on the top and you get all the basic features you want simply a touch away. And the best part about it is that you do not have to create an account. You don't have to log in into your account. Comparing to HP that forces you to log in. Okay, I have the HP app here. If you get an HP printer, this is what you have to get. And not only the HP app is not so easy to use. So right over here, you have to tap once on the printer you wish to use. And then you have to scroll down and then you have the feature listed. But as you see, it takes more time and it's a bit more confusing. And it also forces you to log in into your HP account. Brother decided to not do that. So I again applaud them for their decision. This printer also has a USB port located on the side of the printer right over here. It's a bit hidden, but it's nice because you can connect your PC or Mac computer directly to the printer using a cable in case you don't want to use the Wi-Fi. Talk about the print quality. So if you're going to print some text with some images like over here, or even some pictures casually for home usage, this printer does a very good job. I don't have any issue if your standards are what I just said. The text is sharp enough and the color are fine. Nothing to write home. Now, if you're gonna buy this printer mostly to print pictures and you want the best quality, well, in that case, I think it falls a bit short. And let me tell you why. First of all, the resolution is not an issue, all right? There's enough details, plenty of details. For $100 printer or around that, you won't be deceived with the resolution. What I don't like is the colors. So, number one, if you're gonna have some gradient, over here you see, it goes from a darker shades of blue to a lighter shades of blue. You may see some banding, which means that there'll be some lines. It's maybe hard to notice on this example, but definitely it could have been a bit smoother. Same thing over here, okay? As you see, there is some lines when it goes from a darker color to a lighter one. Not big ones, and most people will probably not notice them. I reviewed at least 50 printers during the last year, so I can notice these things. And for some people, they may also see what I'm talking about. For the general public, probably they won't notice anything. And now my second complaint is about the colors. So if you simply look at the prints that I printed, it's nice that it's able to print borderless, okay? But unfortunately, the color are dull. And you will not notice this unless you compare it to prints from another printer. So on the left side over here, we have a print that I have printed using my Epson ET2980. It's a more expensive printer, but this is just to prove my point. And over here we have a print that came out of this Brother printer. If you look at them side by side, you can definitely notice, at least with my eyes, I don't know you through your screen, that the color of the Epson printer are popping a lot more. And the dark colors are definitely richer. So let me zoom in, maybe we're gonna notice, but if you look at the shadow over here of this van, you're gonna see that on the Epson printer, where it's black, it's definitely black. Where over here, where it's black, it's supposed to be black, well, it's gray. You see? Quite a difference. Same thing on the mountains. Again, this is the Epson, this is the Brother on the top. You're gonna notice that it had issues rendering the darker colors. You're losing some details. The resolution is there, but you're losing some details because it's not able to reproduce the colors accurately. Again, you may not notice these differences if you're gonna print casually from time to time, maybe for a homework or stuff like that. But if you're thinking buying this printer to mostly print family pictures or maybe even for your business some pictures, well, in that case, I think you should look somewhere else. And we're going to talk about this in just a few seconds. Now, another negative side, it's not a big one, honestly, but I have to acknowledge this, is the display over here. It's nice that they offer a display, but it's quite small. It's 1.6 inches. It's not a touchscreen. You'll have to rely on these buttons over here that it's not as easy comparing to other printers close to this price range that offers a large touchscreen, and navigating through the menus is much more easier than going over here and using these buttons. I really wish they would have upgraded this section. It's nice that it's adjustable, but I would have preferred a touchscreen instead of these buttons where I have to dig through menus like that. So do I recommend this Brother MFC-J1360DW? Well, you may think that I'm a bit harsh about the photo quality, but in my opinion, I still recommend this printer depending what you're looking for. So again, if you're gonna buy this printer for home usage, you're gonna print just a few pictures from time to time, but mostly text documents, colorful text documents with some small images. I think this does a great job, especially since it has all the basic features somebody will need at home. An automatic document feeder, a somehow good scanner. I didn't talk about the print speed, but it has good speed, okay? It's able to print at up to 17 pages per minute in black and white and 9.5 pages per minute in color, which it's great for, again, this price point. So for home usage, if somebody prints less than 40 pages per month, I would say I can recommend it. I will not recommend this printer though if you are mostly gonna print photos or brochures, stuff where color accuracy and print quality regarding pictures is important. I will skip this printer and in my opinion, I'll go straight to other models that I will talk right now. So if you're able to stretch your budget with 50 more bucks, I suggest the Canon PIXMA J3270. This will give you much better print quality regarding pictures. That printer is it's an ink tank printer, which means that the cost per page will be lower. I didn't talk in this video, but printing with this printer will cost you around 21 cents to 30 cents per page printed. While if you get an ink tank printer like that Canon or many other ones, it will cost you around 1 to 2 cents to print. So this is major for somebody that prints a lot. And again, the print quality will also be much better regarding the color accuracy. But if your budget is, again, close to the price of this printer, there's also the Canon PIXMA TS7720. So that printer won't have the automatic document feeder, so you lose that if it's not important to you, but it will give you better print quality regarding pictures, while also having a touchscreen display which will make navigating through the menus and setting up the printer easier comparing to this brother. Currently, that one is $120, $119 on Amazon, and I'll put links in the description down below towards everything that I talked in this video. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you agree with what I said, comment if you disagree, or if you have another printer that you wish to compare to this one, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.